You're watching the Chiefs Report. I am your host, Harrison Graham. Today's show, 5 cornerbacks the Chiefs could target to beef up their cornerback situation because Breeland is still suspended. Charvarius Ward is now injured. Maybe he plays, maybe he doesn't. We'll get into that in just a second. But first, congrats to Fabel Ventura for winning the $25 Predict the Score challenge in Week 1. We sent you your money on Venmo, so congratulations to you. Aaron Morrow also corrected the score, the right score, but just a few minutes after Fabel there. So we'll do this every week, so stay tuned, subscribe. We'll do it on a show later this week for Chiefs and Chargers. Let's get into the latest on Charvarius Ward. Not much different from yesterday. Just want to remind you guys, if you missed yesterday's video, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any video. Did have surgery on that fractured hand. Andy Reid kind of gave a vague answer, said, we'll see how it feels. I would guess he probably doesn't play this week. Maybe he does. If he does, he will be wearing a cast. But whether he plays or not, the Chiefs have to explore cornerback options. Now, Lavert Hill being promoted for this week from the practice squad is probably the most likely scenario, but I do think there are some free agents the Chiefs could take a look at as you look at this kind of thinnish cornerback situation. Ward may not play. He's injured. Bashaud Breeland suspended until Week 5. Bo Pete Keys was inactive in Week 1. Are you ready for him to get significant snaps as a 7th-round rookie? Antonio Hamilton wasn't very good. L'Jarius Sneed played well. Fenton, I'm okay with. After that, not feeling great if Charvarius Ward is injured. So who's ready for Week 2? We'll get to my 5 players in just a second. If you are like this video, let's get over 300 likes on today's show. I'm fired up for the Chiefs and the Chargers game this Sunday. Go ahead and like this video if you're ready for Week 2. Let's start with the Aqib Talib here, and a lot of you guys are probably like, Harrison, he retired. Yeah, he announced his retirement, but I think that's because the market didn't materialize for Talib. He just recently announced, which tells me he wanted to play, but there just wasn't opportunities out there, and, you know, the right injury hasn't happened yet. I'm not saying Charvarius Ward, a short-term injury, is going to bring him back, but I would at least call and see if he's interested in working out. Played his college ball at Kansas, keep him close to home, and I think he'd be tempted for an opportunity to play with the team like the Kansas City Chiefs as he tries to chase a Super Bowl ring late in his career. Now, maybe he doesn't want to play. Maybe he retired because he's like, screw this, I'm out. He has been injured a lot the past couple of years. He's been banged up, but he's still a quality corner. Maybe NFL teams don't think he has much left in the tank. That's why he wasn't signed, but I think he's worth calling. Maybe see if he wants to come and work out. So name a cornerback the Chiefs should sign or trade for. Go ahead and let me know down in the comments section. Go ahead. Name one, sign one, trade for one. I don't have any trades on today's video. If you have any ideas, let me know. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I made a lot of money betting on the Chiefs in Week 1. They took care of business against the Texans 34-20, covered that 9-point spread with ease, and I did it all at BetUS, and you can too when you go to chatsports.com/bet. Put down $100, use that promo code Chiefs125. They're going to give you $125 for free. That's where that 125% deposit bonus comes into play for you guys. And guess what? The Chiefs are again 9-point favorites, and this spread is getting wider, so I would get in on it while you can. Opened at 6.5, now 9-point favorites. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Bet on the Chiefs to win this game and cover that spread. I'm so confident that they are going to cover that 9-point spread. I'm going to Venmo all new BetUS customers $50 once you get signed up at chatsports.com/bet. So if you've already signed up, if you took advantage of our jersey deal last week, I'm sorry. This does not apply to you guys. But for all of you who have not gotten signed up with BetUS, you are eligible for this deal. So if the Chiefs don't cover the -9, I'm going to Venmo you $50. Just DM me on Twitter at HGrahamNFL after that game. All right, let's keep it rolling here. Trumaine Williams, number 4. You're 37 years old. That's kind of ancient for a cornerback. Played pretty darn well, though, in 2019 for the Green Bay Packers. I'm kind of surprised that he has not been brought in. Now, I haven't seen anything official in terms of, maybe he's calling it a career. Maybe, behind the scenes he has decided that he doesn't want to play anymore. But I think this could be an ideal short-term option. A guy who played well last year, bring him in. Hey, Ward's going to miss a couple of games potentially. Come give us some quality snaps. And if you want to stick around as a backup, great. If not, we'll see you. You made a couple of $100,000 in the process. I think that could make sense for both parties involved. 2 picks last year for the Packers, 8 pass breakups at 36. I still think he's got something left in the tank. I don't know what you guys think, but go ahead and let me know. So pick a veteran corner to sign. We've talked about Talib. We've talked about Trumaine Williams. AT for Aqib Talib. TW for Trumaine Williams. I'm probably going with TW because I think he at least wants to play, whereas Talib, he might be good with being retired. But if you want Talib, you want Trumaine Williams, AT, or TW. Next up here is Mo Claiborne. Not a great player at this point in his career, but he's familiar with the system. Played with the Chiefs last year primarily as a backup, and if you want a guy who can come in and be comfortable right away, this might be your best bet because Morris Claiborne played with Kansas City this past season. Obviously knows Spagnuolo's system here. 14 tackles, didn't have any pass breakups or anything. A couple of years ago, he was pretty good with the New York Jets. I'll be curious to see if they consider looking at Mo Claiborne for the Kansas City Chiefs. Don't think it's super likely, but again, familiarity matters, especially if you're trying to get someone to come in and help right away. Subscribe to the Chiefs Report. We're growing a lot the past couple of weeks as the season is now back. Help us reach 7,500 subscribers. Can we get there by Sunday? Can we get there by week 1? Current subs, 7,255. I think we can get there, but we can only do it with your help. Hit that big red button, subscribe. We got videos going up on the channel almost every single day. Trumaine Johnson's next up here. He worked out with the Bills on Monday, which means he's looking for work and teams are interested. That's why I've got him up here at number 2. Dealt with ankle injuries last season, was a little banged up in 2018 as well. Did play well in the 10 games he played in 2018. He's still only 30 years old. I think he can be a serviceable number 2 type of corner, but health has been the biggest problem for Trumaine Johnson the past couple of seasons. Look at what he did in limited action 2 years ago. 4 picks in 10 games for the Jets. That's productive. That's playmaking right there. Now, I'm intrigued by Trumaine Johnson. I think he would rather go to a place where he can start more permanently because once Breeland is back and once Ward is healthy, those are going to be your starting outside corners, whereas Johnson's probably looking to start more permanently. But, hey, if he's looking for work, if he wants to come in and play right away potentially, and who knows, maybe he plays so well he earns a starting job, I think this could make some sense for him as well. I've got him at number 2. I think he will sign with somebody at some point. Just not sure it's going to be with the Kansas City Chiefs, but I definitely think they should bring him in for a workout, just like he worked out for the Buffalo Bills. Want to remind you guys of our sports betting partners, BetUS. Get signed up at chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code Chiefs125. Remember, Chiefs -9, 9-point favorites against the Chargers. I think that's far too low. I think they win that game by 2 touchdowns at least. I'm so confident in it, I put $50 on this game. Here's the deal. You don't have to put $50. You can bet $5 on this game. If they don't cover, I'll Venmo you $50. I'll make up your money and then some. So go ahead and DM me at HGramNFL afterward if the Chiefs don't cover the -9. And after you get signed up with chatsports.com/bet, hey, it's a win-win situation. Go ahead and sign up with BetUS. Final guy here, and this should not be a surprise. We've talked about him quite a bit. It's still Prince Amukamara, the former Bears corner, and briefly with the Raiders this offseason before they cut him before 53-man cutdown day. I think he's clearly the best corner on the market still, especially outside corners. I don't know why he's unsigned. Clearly he's not the player he once was, but he's got to be cheap at this point. Like, I don't know why he can't find work right now. Maybe there's some medical situation I'm unaware of, but he was productive last year. Didn't have any picks, but 10 pass breakups, had a forced fumble, good tackler, always has been at the cornerback spot. I think you plug him into Spags' defense, he's a solid outside corner. I really do think he would be a quality player for the Kansas City Chiefs. So should the Chiefs add a cornerback? Type Y for yes, type N for no. We'll leave you with this question on today's show. Should they add a corner? Y for yes, N for no. I'm Harrison Graham. More videos coming throughout the week. We'll see you soon.